Hey,
Hey,
where's
hold
Garza
on.
going?
Where's Garza going?
No.
Hold up. What the all right.
You're being presented.
Bienvenidos.
You're being presented, Garza. There you go.
Bienvenidos, muchachos.
And you're-
It's time for the Midweek War.
I see what you did.
Oh, wait.
Oh, there I am. I'm
I
in.
see what you
Yay,
did
all
there.
worked.
Oh, okay. And-
Eso es apropiado. Esto es la guerra de la mitad de la semana.
Wow.
Ole!
I love it.
Okay. All right.
Bravo. That was worth it.
All right.
That was worth it.
the wait. That was worth.
That was worth it.
No. Time
No,
out.
now you have to do the whole
You
thing
have
in the mask.
Entire show.
Are you kidding me? It's so hot. It's hot.
Did Dario Cueto come out and say you have to put your mask on the line? No, he didn't, so you don't demask. God damn it.
Damn it.
Don't you have
Alright.
any respect for the lucha culture?
If you guys see me just like fade out, call 911 or something.
Fade out.
So I may lose my breathing.
Yeah, I can see it now.
it's like-
I can see it now. Here's me calling 911 for you, Garza. Yes, 911, you have to help my friend Garza. Where is he? He's in Texas somewhere.
David, where
I
is
don't
he?
know. He's in
The
Texas.
Texas area.
His last name is Garza. Go find him.
Go find
Before we start wearing this mask, I completely understand why Sin Cara kept watching.
Yeah, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I can't see half shit.
You're gonna botch the podcast somehow, aren't you?
All right.
No. Hope not.
All right. Mi una palabra for Lucha Underground is lockers.
Okay.
Okay.
Because the lockers are the most dangerous part of Lucha Underground. They're super duper dangerous, you guys.
More
Now that I think
dangerous
about it,
than
that
the
makes a
roof
lot of
of Dario
sense.
Cueto's
More
office.
dangerous than Dario Cueto's window?
Yes. Yes, absolutely more dangerous.
More
Because
dangerous than Cage?
I'm sorry, Dario Cueto's office didn't have a fucking Lucha Court of Owls hanging out on top of it one week. It's been anyway.
No.
All right. Mi bueno por Lucha Underground this week is the backstage segments.
Oh, they were good.
Holy shit, they were good this week. Oh my god, and they didn't waste any time either. I thought we were good. It started off with Chavo talking to Dario, saying that Black Lotus is coming, but of course Chavo's always a douchebag because he's fucking Chavo Guerrero. Of course he's a douchebag.
Nothing has ever come easy for Chavo Guerrero. Don't make it hard for him to. He's just Chavo. He's trying.
Always
hasn't
in the shadow of
been
his Uncle Eddie.
He hasn't been the same since he lost his best friend, and by that I mean Pepe. I mean it's true. It's true. That was the spiral downhill.
Why'd you have to bring those memories back?
Riz,
R.I.P.
it's
Pepe.
time to heal. It's time to heal. It's time to heal, and by heal I mean HEEL. Because Chavo immediately turned on Black Lotus in another backstage segment. But here's the twist: Black Lotus, because she knows wrestling, knows not to trust a Guerrero, and she saw it coming. And she fought off the crew and Chavo for a little bit in, oh my god, fighting segments that were filmed like Rodriguez movies, like
Okay.
or Kill Bill, one or the other. But oh my god, it was amazing. And then the other backstage segment is Big Rick trying to find a new trios team. So of course he goes with Davari because he's a rich asshole. And then they were going to team with the Mac, but Mac gets attacked by the machine called Cage. And they just beat the shit out of him. It was great. Like, it was absolutely amazing. The backstage segments, you have to watch Lucha Underground simply for the backstage segments.
They are actually the best part.
Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, the wrestling's great, but the backstage segments are amazing.
They tie everything together. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the rug in the Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Mi malo por Lucha Underground. The medallion match. Not the quality.
He is a saint, sir.
No, I'm not talking about the quality of the match. It was Jack Evans versus Argenis. A little botchy because you can tell they haven't worked together as much as they probably would have liked, but it was fine. I just wonder why for the first medallion we have 7 luchadors beating the shit out of each other. And for the second one, it's just because Dario Cueto felt like it.
Well,
Because
that's Dario
honestly-
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Everybody,
whoa, Matt.
simmer down now.
Matt, why am I wrong?
Because
Listen to me. Nothing Dario does makes any damn sense. He's in his
Actually-
office snorting cocaine 24/7. He does what the
Cocaine.
fuck he wants. All right.
by the way, Mad Mike,
Mm-hmm.
please refer to him by his name. Oh,
El Guapo, excuse me.
come on.
Sorry.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, El
But no,
Guapo.
No, I don't think Dario's things don't make sense. I think that the whole thing is that Dario loves to put his roster through the ringer and loves to play with them. And
it's. I'm just gonna repeat what Mad Mike said. It's because he's Dario fucking Cueto.
There you go.
He owns these guys. So why not just go batshit crazy?
yeah.
I think the line he says right before the match explains it all. He says, Argos, Argenis, you're from a really, really awesome family, but you kind of suck. And and you, Jack Evans, you're really, really good, but you lost your match, so you're both, pretty much geeks. So let's make this interesting. I'll put a medallion on the line.
All right.
He's
It's
doing it
like,
for the fans.
I'll just take off my pants and you guys wrestle for my enjoyment. Go ahead.
Now dance, monkeys. Mi cambio for this week is, God damn it, the cambio is me, because I didn't want to see Vampiro wrestle, and now, fuck, I've changed my mind.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did this to me.
Vampiro having a psychotic breakdown and headbutting a mirror is
Oh my
pretty
God.
fucking great.
Like, the only way they could have made that better is if somehow it was digital and you saw his face paint in some of the shattered parts of the mirror.
I was hoping for that, actually.
Just random shots of Sting on fire.
No problem with that at all.
A flashback of Stinger on fire and Crowbar and all those guys.
Oh.
I miss those guys.
The one thing I would change about Vampiro, though, is I wish he would talk about Evilise the way he does about Sexy Star.
That's true.
Mhm.
Can I piggyback on that maybe a little bit?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And I just want to say that as admirable as it was that Vampiro decided to come in and save Sexy Star, look, there's been half a dozen guys who've had their arms broken, and Vampiro did not care. And
What?
Lucha
Because-
Underground,
Okay.
Lucha Underground goes to all this trouble to portray Sexy Star as the equal of these men, and she's having competitive matches with men, but when it's time for her to get her arm broken, she becomes a damsel in distress. And
I mean,
Let me
let's,
counter that. Let me counter that.
let's be real. The alternative is getting thrown into a train.
No, but Matt,
Let me
I
counter that,
think,
Matt.
excuse me, El Guapo, I believe the difference is most of Pentagon's attacks were not based on blindsides. Because this one, you had Superfly turn his back on Sexy Star. I think if it was in the context of the match, he wouldn't have gone in.
Also,
No, I
also
was
the
disagree.
week before, I just want to say the week before, he has a sit-down interview with Sexy Star, and he learns more about her, and they develop more of her character. He doesn't fucking care about Famous B or whatever, he doesn't have a connection to them. And I think that, it's not because she's a woman or it's not because of anything else like that, but it's a point where it's like, this is too far. And Sexy Star is the first person to get an arm broken by Pentagon that has really tried to fight back before it's happened.
And he did almost run to save Melissa Santos.
That's true.
That is true.
He did almost run to. I think
Saving
it's
the woman.
defenseless people. Because
Well,
Sexy Star was already knocked out.
okay.
Sexy
Yeah,
Star
we're
was
not
already
saying
knocked out.
We're
Well,
not saying
I'm gonna go
defenseless
with
because she's a woman. But
I want to
Yeah.
hear what
I'm
Garza
just
had to
saying.
say.
I'm just saying defenseless.
Garza.
No, I just want to say I think this is because Vampiro is like an old school, and he's gonna protect the women.
Hmm.
He did it for Melissa, and he was gonna do it for Sexy. Maybe there's more to it than what meets the eye. Maybe he has a crush on Sexy Star, but I think that's it, and I think that's why the commentary of Vampiro usually says like, this girl really pushes it because he cares about the girls.
Well, he doesn't give a shit about Evilise because
No.
she's wrestling with a broken leg. She's wrestling with a broken leg, and he doesn't
Yeah.
care.
But then again, she never liked
She's unbeaten
Elise.
since she broke that leg. Sad.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
Well, my MVP, which we don't have a translation for this week, I should have looked that up.
All
But
right, Garza.
Personaje más valioso.
That one.
Boom.
There you
I'm
go.
sorry. What was that?
Personaje más valioso.
That word.
Okay. Yes.
PNB.
Oh, all right. Okay. But my most valuable player for this week is I gotta go Pentagon.
Mm.
Pentagon has just been crushing it. To me, besides Dario, he's the lead heel of Lucha. Like more than Mil Muertes, more than Mundo, more than like Hernandez. Pentagon has been El Rudo Maximo, in my opinion, of Lucha Underground so far. And his match with Sexy was great. I love that they played off that Sexy wasn't going for submission moves because she doesn't know submission moves. Like
Yeah.
that's a nice way of doing it. Like she was just trying to cause as much pain as possible so she could slap on any submission move and it would work. But the submission moves Pentagon was doing, he had her in like a pile driver stretch.
Oh
It
yeah,
was-
that was sweet.
Oh,
He
it was
took everyone to
ridiculous.
school on Mexican submissions. They're all like super convoluted and they're
Yeah.
painful as fuck.
It was absolutely ridiculous, some of the ones that they had on there. But yeah, he's my MVP for the week. So
Something else on his submissions, and it goes back to the Paul Heyman Stone Cold interview. They were saying, just if you put in a headlock and you sell it like the most, like the worst submission you can be in. And Pentagon did this. He took Daniel Bryan's one of his like normal moves, and Sexy Star sold it as one of the most painful submissions you can be in.
Hmm.
That was beautiful.
yeah, just every submission move that he put her in just seemed devastating. Like, and I don't know if it's because Sexy Star's body type that she's a bit more bendy than most of the male wrestlers he'd probably do that to. I'm sure that has something to do with it, but it just came off really, really good.
Hmm. Just so you know, we did lose Eamon. We're trying to get him back, but if not, let's just go on without him for a little bit
Yes.
and continue.
Well, I think we'll move on to ranking Lucha this week. For me,
I think if you haven't, well, go ahead.
Oh no, I was Lucha as numero uno this week. It was really, really good. The backstage segments were amazing, as we said. The match between Jack Evans and Argenis was fun. The trios match, didn't even talk about it, but it was a fun match. It was essentially turned into a 2-on-3, and Tejano came out to kind of even the odds a little bit. But that was a lot of fun, seeing the three big guys against two of the smaller, quicker dudes, and Son of Havoc and Helica.
I think we all, if you have listened to us and watched us for the past few minutes, we have narrowed it down to, I believe everybody here has the same answer. I agree with Mad Mike 100%. Number one for me too.
Mm-hmm.
I barely watch it.
El Guapo?
Numero uno. And while you're on the topic of the trios match, I was reminded that Big Rick and Cage did a handoff on a delayed suplex.
That's
And
right.
I'd never seen that before. It was awesome.
That is absolutely right. I forgot about that. That was amazing.
I was almost hoping that they were going to tag back in and pass him back. I was imagining this could last forever.
Either
Like
that,
that
or they
second
hand him off to Davari, and Davari just kicked him.
Davari just fell over. Oh, yeah. Good stuff.
Garza?
You can't beat Lucha Underground. Your favorite wrestling show pales in comparison to whatever Lucha Underground is doing. You cannot beat this
Yeah.
show.
Exactly what Matt just said. Lucha Underground is my numero uno forever and ever. There's no takeover that can overcome Lucha Underground at this point.
By the way, Garza, side note, you look like Strong Bad.
A little bit, yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit. So I have a side question for you guys. Do you think Black Lotus is ever going to wrestle in a ring?
Okay, I actually was thinking about this because they're starting to play it off as the only way that they should kill Matanza is because it has to be Black Lotus and it has to be in the ring. So, at this point, I think they're either setting themselves up for the greatest disappointment in wrestling since the Gobbledygooker, because you're gonna have a girl that's not that good at wrestling and Matanza who's not gonna live up to the expectations that everyone has now. So they're either gonna have to like super do Robert Rodriguez special effects or they're gonna completely fuck it up. I'm scared.
I think they might end up doing a tag match with Chavo and El Dragon Azteca.
Yeah, I
his name,
can see
right?
that.
That's his
I
name,
can
right?
see
Her
that.
trainer, El Dragon
Yes,
Azteca. Yeah.
Dragon Azteca, yeah.
I could see them doing something like that, or maybe they like bring together the 5 families of Lucha, like Blue Demon comes back, and because they talk about like the Luchador families,
Yeah.
I want to see like a West Side Story, but in Boyle Heights with all with all the Lucha families just like on a street corner, like snapping their fingers.
Right.
Wow, Mad Mike, with that weird thing.
All right, well I'll take us home, Riz. I'll take us to the bridge. For Eamon, who is
By the
off
way,
searching.
Eamon
Eamon
did
would
the
say what he
Drago
wanted to.
exit. He just poof and
He just bursts into flames. But when he reappears and reforms as the Wrestle Fan and evolves back into Eamon Payton, you can find him at Eamon2Please on the Twitter. You can find him on the Indie Mayhem Show. You can find Tonio Garza at the TW Revolution on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
You can find El Guapo for his
Or Matt
English
Carlin.
name at Mainstream Matt with 1 T. And you can find the Riz at the E-Riz. The extra E is for emphasis. And you can find him at Riz Plays Games. And I, of course, am at Mad Mike 4883. And this is.
Wait, no.
God damn it! I was on a roll, motherfucker!
Let me do it.
All right.
Let me do it.
What the hell are you doing to me?
Riz.
Yes.
What? This has been
The Minute War.